Everyone, I hope you're having a great day. All right, so this is Sajuk's online maths. If this is your first time of coming across my video, I'd like you to um, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so I brought to you a very short clip on mathematics tricks. So today we'll be looking at math tricks on how to find the square roots and cube roots of numbers. All right, so we have square root of numbers here and then cube root of numbers here. So I have the square root of 64, square root of 25, square root of 196. Now we are asked to find the square root of 64, the square root of 25, square root of 196. Then down here we have the cube root of 216, cube root of 125, cube root of 343. So we are asked to find the square root of 64, meaning the number that will multiply itself twice or in two places to give 64. We also asked to find the square root of 125, which is the number that will multiply itself twice or in two places that will give 125, and also the number that will multiply itself to give 196. Then down here, we asked to find the number that will multiply itself in three places or three times to give 216. Then the number that will multiply itself in three places to give 125, and also the number that multiply itself in three places to give 343. Alright, now when given such a problem, I know that you go about applying the normal method, which is the prime factorization method, using prime numbers to divide. It's okay if you do that, but I brought to you the shortest way to find the square root and cube root of numbers. But before I show you that, I like to use the normal method that you know, which is the prime factorization. All right, let me start with 64. Solution. Okay, so we have 64. I'm going to use the normal method that you know, which is the prime factorization method, which is the method that we have to use the prime numbers to divide 64 until the last remainder is 1. Okay, so I have my line drawn, which is the division line, then having the prime, the perfect square, which is 64, written by the side. You know, a perfect square is a number that is obtained when another number multiplies itself twice or in two places. Alright, so I'm going to find the square root of 64, being the number that multiplies itself to give 64. So to go about that, I have to use prime numbers to divide. What are the prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, ... It continues. So the least prime number here is 2. By the way, what is a prime number? A prime number is a number which no other number can divide except 1 and itself. A prime number is a number which no other number can divide without a remainder except 1 and itself. So meaning that only 1 and 2 can divide 2 without a remainder. Only 1 and 3 can divide 3 without a remainder. Only 1 and 5 can divide 5 without a remainder. So I'm going to use these numbers to divide, starting with the least one, which is 2. So 2 divided 64 will give me 32. Then 2 divided 32 is 16. 2 divided 16 is 8. By the way, any prime number you use to divide or any prime factor you use to divide, you check whether it can divide again. So can 2 divide again? Yes, 2 divided 8 is 4. Then can 2 divide again? Yes, 2 divided 4 is 2. Can 2 divide again? Yes, 2 divided 2 is 1. So you continue dividing until 1 is reached or until the remainder is 1. So I have to express these my prime factors in product form. So I have 2 times 2 times 2. I have how many 2's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, having done that, I'm going to group them in pairs. Group them in pairs. 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm going to take one from each pair of brackets. One number from each pair. 2, take one from here. 2 times, take one from here. 2. So I have 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is what? 8. So 8 is the square root of 64. We call this method prime factorization method. Alright, let me show you the math trick on how to find the square root of 64 without going through this long process. Alright, so I have method 2 now. Now method 2 is the the main focus of this video. So I have 64. So I have two digits in the roots, 6 and 4. That's 64. So I have to add these two digits together. 6 plus 4, giving me what? 10, right? Then I will have to subtract 2 from 10. Where's the 2 coming from? This sign, which is called square root. Square means 2. So I'm going to subtract 2 from it, giving us what? 8. You can see that's exactly what I got down here when I applied the prime factorization method. I got the same result. So I have the same answer. So this is the easiest way to find it. Alright? Don't forget that this is just a math trick. Alright, so let me go over to the second one. I've done the first one. Let me do the second one. Alright, so I have number 2, 25. Let me see apply the prime factorization method using prime numbers to divide. Of course, you start with the least prime, but 2 cannot divide 25. There will be a remainder. So 2 cannot, we can't use 2. How about 3? 3 cannot. So the best, the right prime factor or prime number to use is 5. So 5 divide is what? 5. Then can 5 divide again? Yes, 5 divide again, which is what? 1. So we have 5 times 5. Now enclose it with a pair of brackets. Pick one from there, which is what? 5. So that is the answer. Alright, now let me apply method, which is the math trick. Okay, now come over here. So we have square root of 25. Alright, I will have to add these two digits, just like I did in the first one. 2 plus 5, giving us 7. Then subtract 2 from 7. Where is this 2 coming from? Like I asked previously, the 2 is the square root we have here. Square means 2. So when you subtract 2 from 7, that gives us what? 5. Exactly what I have here as my answer. So I would like you to do this one under the comment section. Do this one using the method 2, which is the math trick. I'll check it later to know how many of you that got it correctly. So find the square root of 196 using the mathematics trick I just showed you right now. Okay, now let me go over to cube root. Let me clean this side. Okay, so number 4, cube root of 216. I'm going to use the long method again, which is the prime factorization method, to divide 216. Alright, so I'm still going to use the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, dot dot dot. Alright, to divide, starting with 2. Can 2 divide? Yes, 2 can divide. So 2 divide 216 will give us 108, because 2 times 108 is 216. Now, like I said before, any prime factor or prime number you use to divide, check whether it can divide again. Can 2 divide again? Yes, 2 can divide again, giving us 54. Then, can 2 divide again? Yes, giving us 27. Can 2 divide again? No. So 2 cannot divide again. I'll move to the next prime number, which is 3. Alright, so 3 divide is what? 9. Then can 3 divide again? Yes, 3 divide again is 3. Can 3 divide again? Yes, 3 divide 3 is 1. Alright, so like I said before, that you continue dividing until 1 is reached, or until the remainder is 1. So let me express these prime numbers or prime factors in product form. So I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to group them, having 3 digits in each pair of brackets. Having 3 digits, 1, 2, 3. Having 3 digits. Why is it so? Because we are looking for the cube root of 216. Cube means 3. So that's why I'm grouping, having 3 digits in each pair of brackets. So I'm going to pick one from here and also pick one from here. So that gives me, I just pick 1 digit from this first pair of brackets, and also pick 1 digit from this second pair of brackets. So 2 times 3 is what? 6. So actually 6 is the cube root of 216. What does that mean? It means that if you multiply 6 3 times, that will give you 216. So 6 being the cube root of 216 means that implies that if 6 multiplies itself in 3 places, it will give you 216. Am I right on that? Correct. Okay, and then let me show you the use the math trick, which is the shortest way to go about it. Alright, so method 2, which is the main focus of this video. So I have cube root of 216. Just like I did under square root, I have to add these 3 digits. 2 plus 1 plus 6. Adding the 3 digits we have here. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. So what next? I have to subtract 3 from 9. Where is the 3 coming from? Which is this 3 I have here? This very 3. You know, this sign is called cube root. So because we are dealing with cube root, which of course cube means 3, I'm going to subtract the sum we got, which is 9. Subtract 3 from the sum we got. So this 3 is coming from this very 3 we have here, which is a cube root. So 9 minus 3 is what? 6, which is exactly what I got here. Exactly what I got here, as you can see. So I would like you to, okay, let me do this one before I end the video. Okay, let me clean this up. So I'm going to use the math trick to do this. Number 5, cube root of 125. So I'm going to add these 3 digits together. 1 plus 2 plus 5. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. Alright, then I'm going to subtract 3 from 8. The 3 is coming from the cube root, which is this 3 I have here. So 8 minus 3 is what? 5. So meaning that 5 is the cube root of what? 125. What does that mean? It means that if 5 multiplies itself in 3 places, it will give us 125. 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times 5 is 125. If you choose to use the long method, which is the prime factorization method, long method, if you choose to use the long method, being the prime factorization method, okay, let me still do it. 125. Now we use prime numbers to divide. Alright, so starting with can 2 divide? I don't think so. 2 cannot divide. Then how about 3? Can 3 divide? I don't think so. 3 cannot divide. So we go with 5. Alright, so 5 divide 125 is 25. Then 5 divide again is 5. Then 5 divide again is 1. So we now have 5 equal to 5 times 5 times 5. Enclose it with a pair of brackets and pick 1 from there, which is what? 5. Exactly what we got here. So I think this one is easier to do than this. Alright, so you can apply this format, which is a math trick, in finding the cube root of numbers. Alright, I hope you enjoy the lesson. So I would like you to do this one under the comment section. Drop your answer using the math trick. I will check that later. Alright, I bring to a close this lesson. Please do well to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you in my next video.